Are you feeling a bit stressed? Just like the world's just gone straight into your head? Well, I have an exercise from our workshops that are going to help you release tension. Let's get into it. My name is Claire Hewitt of Igniting the Creative Spark. I help people to identify that space they want to expand on, that creativity they want to dive into. And I am here representing Naturally Creative You live workshops, and we're giving you an excerpt a week of our workshops to share with you what we are doing in our nature series. So, we're just going to do 2 exercises today in self-nurture. As part of the series, you can watch some of the other ones we did earlier in our earlier video series, or you can request me and I will send the link to you so you can see that. Anyway, here is our very first exercise. It's totally about the palms. And you want to have your eyes closed. You want to use your hands to shape over your face completely so that your hands are in alignment with your cheeks, right up to your nose, to the bridge of your eyes, covering your eyes right up into your forehead. Now, a real temptation will be to slump in this one. And I want to just remind you, and even for myself, to remind myself that we just want to stretch up high into our universal source, like up high, nice high posture. And in fact, if you need to, let's just nice breathe in, breathe out, drop those arms, and we have a nice stretched chest. Okay, so we have a nice open chest. Find a place that is comfortable for you. This is a really important part of the exercise. This can be seated, this can be lying down, this can be leaning into your bench. And that is a very comfortable way of doing this part of the exercise. So it works like this. We're going to take both our hands, going to line them up, cheek up all over our nose. So we've got place for our mouth and nose to breathe. And our body's upright. And we're going to have a nice breath in, breathing in. And you can let out any sound that's in your body. Breathing in. One more time, breathing in. So I'm just going to release my eyes for a moment and say to you, I definitely think it's a good idea to lean and lock in a comfortable space. I'm standing, and in fact it is causing me to wobble a little bit, so I'm going to take my shoes off so that I can ground properly. There you go, I'm feeling better already, connected to the ground. Okay, so in this part of the exercise, we're going to do this again. What we're going to do is, once we do our 3 breaths, we're just going to let sound land. A beautiful friend of mine called Suhat, a beautiful song leader from the UK, he said, sometimes you just got to let sound land. So let's get started on this exercise. Bringing your hands to your face, shoving up nicely, breathing in. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Just notice how that brings you really inward to you, brings your focus back to you and your hemisphere, like right in front of you, and even the hemisphere of your head, like what is happening totally frontal lobe in this part of your face because you brought all your energy there. So what's happening for you there? If you're feeling a little hot, I definitely recommend fan. Just breathe a little bit of air onto your face. I'm aware if you have epilepsy or something like that, like me, you don't want to raise your body temperature up too much. However, if you're in a winter season or a colder season, then this can bring you some warmth, which is a really beautiful gift, especially if you're feeling a bit cold. And another way to do that is by warming your hands up a little bit first, by sliding together and then placing them on your face. And that's going to heat you up. Okay. I'm just going to take my hands off there for a moment. And next nurture exercise is what I call a self-hug. And so you take one hand, and this can be your dominant arm, bring it up and over to pat your shoulder. Bring your other one up to pat your shoulder. And then you just want to lean your head down and tuck your head into your hands. And this is also a breathing out exercise, so breathe out. Breathing in, using the nose to create full capacity in your lungs, breathing in. And breathing out. Breathing in. And breathing out. Give yourself a pat on the shoulder. And release. Yum, 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 as my friend Sheila would say. Yum, 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 yum. Yummy things happen when we nurture. Okay, the next part, we're going to go back to our face again. But this time we're going to stimulate a couple of areas. So, like EFT, so freedom tapping, we're just going to tap our cheekbones just lightly. And we can move up over to the side of the eye and up to our forehead just to release any tension. This is particularly good if you feel like you've got a bit of a headache. Just a bit of tapping here. And moving into the principles of EFT, which is emotional freedom tapping, you can tap on the top of your lip, and that is really good on top of your, and on your chin. Good. Lip, cheekbones, up here. And also emotional freedom tapping, you might be asking, what's that? So that is, you can think of a sentiment or a thought, something you want to release, and then you say that while you're tapping. And you're tapping these zones where we can hold tension, releasing responsibility for holding that problem and letting it go. Tapping here, tapping chin. Good. Now there are lots of zones, and I like to just do a wee brush off. All right. Brush it off. And breathe out. And just let go of anything you're holding on to. Breathing out. Refreshed, renewed. That's right. Refreshed and renewed. Now I've got lots of energy. This will be the time where I'm going to sign off, leave you feeling all yum, yum, yum and nurtured, and I will see you again very soon. But my call to action for you is to share this to someone you think needs a little bit of nurture, or you can pass on my website, www.creativespark.nz, and come on board the Naturally Creative train. It's really fun, and we're just here to do some nurture in nature, creativity, sparking and coming alive. Blessings to you, and I will see you next time.